It's so cringe. The love interest name is Ewan. Ewan. And on the audiobook, it sounds like Elon, and I just can't stop thinking about Elon Musk, and that's just not good. Hi, I am hot and sweaty, and it's the next day. When I woke up this morning and went to my earwax appointment, it was cold and rainy out, and then of course by the time I get back it's hot and sunny, so sweaty. But I got the earwax out, or my doctor did, so thank God for that. It was a whole month that I went with being like unable to hear mostly in that year, and it was awful. So I'm glad I got that done. I'm not glad that it was 45 pounds, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Last night, I did not end up packing. No, I played silly little games on my phone, as I want to do. So I'm gonna hopefully pack this afternoon. I have my birthday, like, night out drinks thing tonight. It's kind of a mess, I can't even lie. Like, not a lot of people can come. It's August 22nd today, and it's just a weird time. Like, the middle end of August is always a bit weird. My birthday was a week ago today. I'm 22 now. Usually no one can make it to my birthday stuff, so I'm not too fussed about it. I think I was really stressed like last week about it, and now I've kind of let it all go. The plan was supposed to be to go to this pub and then go to my favorite club, but they're closing for a week starting today, and there's not really any other events on. So I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I honestly used to be stressed about it last week, and now it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's looking like maybe 5 people are coming, and that, to me, it just has to be okay. I'm excited to see my friends. I want to look hot though, because I'm feeling so gross. My acne is just killing me. My mom said that she might help me go see a dermatologist when I get back home, because this is not, it's not good, especially because I'm 22. Like, I feel a bit old for this amount of acne. So my appointment for my earwax was actually in this complex, and there was like a Chinese place at the top floor. My doctor's office was on the 2nd floor, and then the ground floor had this like Oriental supermarket. Hi, I'm editing. I noticed that I keep saying Oriental. I don't think that that's a great phrase. I looked it up. It's, I think, considered offensive by some people. So I wanted to apologize for that. I basically tend to usually say Asian market when I'm talking about that, but that day I went to the one that I went to was in this like lot called like the Oriental Square or something, and then it was called Oriental Market on the sign. I don't know if that would have bothered anyone, but I just wanted to say that's why I kept referring to it that way, was because that was what the sign said. But just so you know, I want to be respectful, so I apologize if that was offensive to anyone, and I won't be referring to it that way in the future. So I went in there and I got some stuff, and then I went to Sainsbury's on my way back, and then I went to Boots, and then I went to the Oriental supermarket by my house because I wanted a certain ramen that I couldn't get there. So I'll give you a grocery haul. I got peaches from Boots. I had all these like points saved up, so I had 9 pounds of like free cash basically, and I used it to get a bunch of different face masks. So these were all technically free. So I got a moisturizing like lavender one. I got a vitamin C brightening one. I got this one that's supposed to repair like the skin barrier. And then I got some for my eyes, because I always have bad eye bags. Hopefully some of these help. But yeah, that was kind of nice to get these and like treat myself. I'm probably gonna stick them in the fridge so they get like extra cold. I got some bagels. These are the best bagels you can get at the grocery store in the UK. The cinnamon raisin ones are like the best cinnamon raisin bagels I've ever had. But yeah, these ones are always really good. I don't know if anyone cares about a grocery haul. I'm just kind of doing it because it's my vlog. I got this like raspberry sorbet by Sainsbury's last week, and I ate it in 3 sittings, which I guess is not that bad because there's not that much in here, but I kept having it for breakfast. I would wake up and instantly want some of this, so I got more. It's so good, and it's only like £2.50 or something. And obviously I got cream cheese for my bagels, And I got some avocados. The first Asian supermarket I went to, I got some mogu mogu. I've been wanting to try mogu mogu for a long time now. I got the pink guava one. Look at that. Yeah, I got a pink guava one. I want to stick it in the fridge and try it when it's cold, but I think I'll just try it now. I'll do a taste test on camera. So you like chew it. There's little pieces in there. I don't know if you can see. So yeah, we'll see. It's got like coconut water in it. I don't really know much. And look how cute that is on the lid. I hope I like it. That shop I did at that supermarket was just kind of a splurge based on vibes. I got lots of stuff I don't know anything about. Okay, oh, I spilled it. I like it. I think I might like another flavor better. I do like the chewy stuff. I don't know if it's mochi. It's probably mochi. Or like tapioca pearls is what I mean. I do like it. I'm gonna chill it and I think it'll make it taste better. I do like it. There's like this chemically taste, like a fake taste though that I don't love. But I would give it a 7 out of 10. I do like it. I want to try different flavors. I know the lychee one's really popular, but I don't like lychee. I always find it too sweet. Mogu mogu. I got this kimchi there. Now, this is a lot of kimchi to eat in 5 days before I go, but I'm determined. I love a bit of kimchi, and I heard that the Jonga one was really good, so I'll give you guys a taste test for that one too, because usually I think it's called like CJ kimchi, like BB Go. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it, and I do like that one, but I heard that this Jonga one is really good. So I'm gonna try it. Oh, hello. This is all coming off. What if I don't want it all to come off? There we go. This is how it's looking. I'm just gonna eat some with my hands. Wait. This one's really good. It's, I really like this. Compared to the kimchi I usually have, it's not as spicy. It's a bit more sweet and like tangy. I like both of them, but this one I actually really like eating by itself, whereas the other one I always feel like I have to put it on stuff. I'm into this. Kimchi, very good. I'm 9 out of 10. 9.5? Really good. And the other thing I got, I just don't really want to get up and get it from my bag, is mango haichu. I just always get a haichu when I go to a Oriental market because those are like my childhood. Like I grew up in a place in California with lots of like East Asian people, and they would always bring like haichus and like those little panda snacks and like pocky and like seaweed snacks. Like they would always have the best stuff at school, and haichu just like makes me feel nostalgic. I'm actually partly excited to go back to California for the food. There's lots of good Asian places by my house. There's lots of good, like, obviously I'm excited for Mexican food. You can't really get it in the UK from what I can tell. So yeah, anyway, then I went to my Oriental market, the one by my house, and I got buldak carbonara ramen. Now, I actually don't really like buldak. For me, it's kind of like too rich. This is me giving it a last shot because I've never tried the carbonara one and I know how much people love it. I can handle a bit of spice. I find buldak so spicy, and I have IBS and my stomach does not like a lot of spice. So we're gonna give it a try for lunch. This is the last ditch effort. And I really want to like buldak, but I just don't know if I ever will. And then I got just 2 of my favorite ramen. Kimchi ramen. This is the Otogi ramen. I tried the Shin kimchi ramen and it was not nearly as good. Like this is the best ramen potentially ever. I just love a kimchi ramen, and I always make a little perfect bite with my spoon. I'll like have some broth, some noodles, and I put more kimchi on top. So I bought these to go together. But for now, I'm gonna make my buldak. I'm going to watch some more of the business proposal, maybe finish it, and pack. I need to actually pack before tonight, Wish me luck with this. I hope I like it. I don't have too many like stuff to put on top. I don't even know if I have anything, but I'll show you when I make it. I probably won't have anything fancy on it. All right, I just kind of babbled on about my groceries for a while, but yeah, talk to you later. I kind of hate this angle, but it is the best lighting that we're gonna get, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to stick with it. It is the next day at like 6 p.m. I have been mostly in bed all day, rotting, although I did write a to-do list, and I took a shower, and I did a little bit of cleaning. Today is supposed to be my like full packing day. I want to be done with packing by tonight and like have mock packed basically, so that I can figure out if I need to ship things or like if I'm gonna be okay in terms of luggage, and I'm gonna do it. I'm finding it so hard to actually want to get up and pack. I'm gonna do sprints. And that's gonna make me do it. To be fair, I did get out of bed and now I'm filming this, so baby steps. I had a really good night last night. It was great. We went to a pub and then we went to this, like, I've actually never been to it before, but it's like a new-ish bar that just played some like cheesy music and it was free to get in. I had a really good time. It was nice, like the people that came out and like made an effort to get to see me before I go. So I had a really good time, but yeah, got back late and I've just been so tired today. So that is why today it's just been a bit of a like nothing kind of faffing around in bed type of day. But yeah, I'm going to be packing. I'm really gonna do it. That's really all I have to say. Okay. I have been making progress with Dorian Gray. I don't really know what there is to update you guys on that. The going is kind of slow, but I'm really liking it. Dorian is just becoming more and more corrupted, and so his painting is changing, which like is kind of the whole plot. You know, we knew that this would happen. Nothing too crazy is happening yet about his corruption, like little hints are being given, but I feel like we're gonna get into it soon. With the 7-year slip, I don't even know how far I am in terms of percentages. I should have checked, but I did listen to it a bit yesterday. It turns out that the thing with the apartment is that it'll randomly jump forward or back in time 7 years. You can't control when it happens. So there's this guy that was staying in the apartment 7 years ago while her aunt was still alive, and she's just like run into him. He's the love interest of the book. He is. And for some reason, I like went into this thinking he was gonna be dead, and I don't think that that's the case. I feel like this is very obvious, and I'll take this out if it is a spoiler, but I feel like he's the chef from earlier. Like, that's the guy that she's seeing in her apartment. Like, I feel like that's very obvious. She's gonna find him in real life and then they can be together happily and whatnot. I don't know how all the intricacies of it work yet, but I like the writing style. It's cute. Maybe I'll listen to it while I pack, although I've been just kind of like listening to music mostly today. I don't know, we'll see. I did finish Business Proposal. So good. Unfortunately, the last episode was a bit rushed. Like, it felt like their funding got pulled, or the network was like, we need to wrap this up. And the last episode was just kind of like all this stuff shoved together, and it was kind of disappointing. But I would say episodes 1 to 11 were 10 out of 10. So my rating for the show would be like a 4.5 out of 5 or 9 out of 10, however you want to look at it. But yeah, I loved it. So now I'm gonna watch more K-dramas. I was really into that, and it was just so goofy, and it had me like smiling and kicking my little feet, and it had me laughing out loud, like very few things do. So I loved it. I'm gonna get to it and pack. Wish me luck.
A few moments later.
Oop, it's been literally 2 seconds. Now you guys are really close. Hello. But update, I am actually gonna go for a drink with a friend tonight. I'm one drink and I can't stay long because I genuinely have to pack, and I've not been doing it, if you can tell by the state of my room. So I told her like an hour, one drink. I need to stick to it. But it was a friend that like came to town last night, but then she didn't have signal, so we couldn't find her when we were out. So I do feel like I should see her today before before I leave. I'm doing that. I'm gonna be good, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm going to pack, and I'm gonna pack before. I'm gonna make some ramen, my kimchi ramen, and have kimchi with it. And I'm gonna pack before I go. Okay, I believe in you, future Annie. I hope you're looking back at this being like, yeah, I did pack. I believe in myself. I did not just have one drink. Well, technically, I only had a pint and a little bit of cider because I was not feeling the cider vibe. This is going poorly. Okay, I love having nails, but like they make everything actually impossible. It's very sad. Why is life so hard? Ta-da! Anyway, I think it's like 12:30 or something now. I was there for 3.5 hours. It was great though. Honestly, packing is packing. I'm not gonna see these people again for a long time, with the people that I'm friends with here. It's worth it. Oh, this is so good. She did get me a gift and it's so cute. She actually might be my only friend that gets reading in the way that I have it. Like, we had a whole discussion about her editions of Dune and how she like bought different ones and how she like I don't like, Lucy, if you're watching this, I love you. Message me about books because it's so nice to talk to someone that like gets it. Like, I was talking to her about my Mistborn predicament and like she gets it. Like, a lot of people don't get that stuff. Anyway, she went to Waterstones and she got me a little bookmark. She wanted to get me something that was like light enough to travel with. And look how cute this is. Let me see if I can actually get it out of the thing. So it has a little quote from Confucius on it. It says, "Wherever you go, go with all your heart." And it's got like, I don't know if you can tell, but there's little gold bits on here that actually shine. See? Oh, and it's so nice. I love the little tassel. I don't know. I've been wanting to get more like proper bookmarks lately because I use them as rulers. And this one actually has ruler markings on it for like underlining my stuff. And a lot of like paper bookmarks get a bit funny on the edges when you like use them as rulers. So I love it. And then she got me this little card and look how cute the card is. It's a little book. I don't know. It was just such a lovely time. So I'm glad I did that. I don't even know if I have it in me to try to take down the rest of this stuff on this part of the wall. You know what? Maybe. It's not that much left. I did get quite a bit done. It's just a bit time consuming, like taking off the blue tack from the wall. The walls were all spotty when I moved in. I just hope that like basically my landlord changed halfway through my tenancy because my landlady like sold to this company and I just don't want them to like be charging me for spots on the walls when I moved in and there were spots and I just wasn't smart and didn't take photos. So we'll see. I might finish that tonight. I have been reading more of the 7-Year Slip and guys, bad news. It's so cringe. It's really bad. Like I know that there are people out there that are gonna love this and think it's so cute. My face reading it while I was walking home was like, that was my face. I don't know. First off, the love interest name is Ewan. Ewan. On the audiobook, it sounds like Elon, and I just can't stop thinking about Elon Musk, and that's just not good. I know if I was reading it physically, I'd probably tell myself it was Ewan, but you can't actually ignore it when it's an audiobook. Like, terrifying stuff. Also, he might be blonde. I can't remember, but I think he is. Also, he's got like this southern accent, and I just really, that's a personal thing for me. It's for me personally connected with an incident in my life that I just don't do that with love interests. I don't like it at all. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not his biggest fan, and the two of them together are just the most cringe couple I've ever seen. I don't know if I'm gonna DNF it or just hate read it because I think it is going quite quickly, but I know exactly where it's going, and it's like a Hallmark movie but worse because I like Hallmark movies and I haven't felt this much about a book in a while, so that's kind of nice. But wow, awful cringe, just horrible stuff like very bad. Her grandma or her aunt that passed away that she misses, she had like all these rules about life, and the last one was like chase the moon. And like and that's gonna become a fucking thing, because of course it is. It's gonna be a thing between them. She's already told him about it. And like, I can't even remember what it was exactly. I wish I could go back and tell you, but I can't put myself through it again. They're like sitting down to dinner because they're like sharing this apartment while she's 7 years back in the past. And he like cooks for her, and it's so fucking obvious that it's this chef that she met at the beginning, and he makes her this fucking lemon pie. And they mentioned that the chef at the beginning like makes this special deconstructed lemon pie. It's all just so obvious. And I don't know why I'm getting so worked up, but it's really hard to listen to. They're talking about something, and like they basically like they're having some cheesy deep conversation. I'll just do an example. Like she's like, my grandmother always said I should chase the moon, and like no one really knows that I feel this way about it, but when I do this thing it makes me feel so ... What
are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
And then they look at each other and they say this like the same word at the same time. Bad example, that didn't really work, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it is bad. My cringe meter is I'm cringed out. I'm too cringed out. And I think I might hate read it. I think I might, because it's like, no, it's bad. To me, it's bad. I know that there are people that will love this book, and I know some of those people that I bet would love this book. I can't. In a relationship, I'm averse to cringe, especially dating. Like, I always say I'd rather have someone call me like stinky than call me like a cute little fucking sweet cheeks little nickname. Oh, it's hard. I kind of want to keep listening to it, but I hate it so much. I don't know. I actually don't really often hate read things, but I'm just kind of getting this urge, and I don't really get that urge ever. I want to keep going, but I also hate it so much. And the lack of any sort of narrative tension is actually crazy. Like, I'm not used to reading. I'm not a big romance reader. You know this. I'm not used to starting a book and 10 pages in knowing how it's going to end. And I just don't know if I really will enjoy the journey enough to like have that not matter. Awful stuff. Like, the thing that's hard about this is like, it's not a bad book like Colleen Hoover, where they're talking about their baby's future penis. And it's like, we laughed at our future baby's penis. Like, it's not like that, but it is like, oh, cringe is too cringe. I have actual physical reactions to it. I haven't experienced this in a long time. I was gonna check where I was at. I always forget to check where I'm at percentage-wise before I update you, but it surely is like 30% or something that I'm at right now. Honestly, actually, criminal stuff. Criminal, it's so bad. Wow. Anyway, well, that's all. That's all, really. Yeah, I think tonight I really should go to bed, but I've been craving, I really want to play on my Switch. I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I haven't played on it since like last week or something, and it just sits here gathering dust, and I know that if I start playing on it, I will be up fairly late. I'm waking up early tomorrow to get coffee with my friend before she leaves. I saw her last night, but we're gonna like get a coffee before she gets her train back. She's one of my like best friends. So we're meeting at 9:30, which I don't typically make plans before 2 in the afternoon because who knows if I'll be up, but I'm gonna make it happen. And tomorrow has to be my packing day. And I can actually do it. Like, it's really just these mess, 2 paintings on that wall over there, and like my jewelry that are hung up on command hooks, which are easy to take down, and then a tiny little bit on this wall here. I might just take these down tonight. I think that'll make me feel good, and then I will reward myself with playing on my Switch, and hopefully I won't be up until 4 in the morning, but who knows. And that's why life is so fun. I'm gonna try not to be up too late, but life is full of surprises. Clearly I'm not that committed to not staying up too late. Oh god, I'm so predictable. But you know about the 7-year slip? Oh, Lots to think about. A lot to think about with that book. I'm gonna go probably watch YouTube while I take these down. Play on my Switch. I'll see you in the morning. Also, this is just like, it's so good. It's so good. I could probably eat this whole thing tonight. I love a sorbet, you know? I don't always do very well with like sweets. And for desserts, I'd always rather have something fruity than like chocolatey or something. Now I'm just babbling. Anyway, love you. Night.
2 hours later.
Sorry, I know the lighting is bad, but I have been listening to The 7 Year Slip still. I think I'm like 45% of the way in. And developments have happened that I sort of saw coming, but also kind of didn't. Also, sorry about the shaky camera and the lighting. So I don't know. Can it be redeemed? Who knows? I think I probably will finish it because it's going by so quickly. Good night.
The next day.
Hi, it's Saturday. I'm leaving on Tuesday. It's like 10:30 in the morning. I just got back from coffee with my friend, which was really good, but it's really sad. I think something that's strange is like when you say goodbye to someone, you won't see them for a few years. It feels like there should be more like gravity behind the occasion. We were just saying goodbye just now, and I was like, shouldn't there be like a ceremony or something? Because it feels so normal. Like it feels like I'll see her next week. Honestly, I've loved the past few days. Like it's been so nice because I've gotten to see a lot of people that I really wanted to see before I left. And sorry, no, it's been really good. Oh, sorry, don't know why I'm emotional. Today is my big packing day. I'm actually really determined. I'm gonna do it today. I can't lie, I'm daunted. I was looking around at all my clothes and stuff this morning while I was like eating breakfast, and I don't really know how I'm going to make it work, but I'm gonna try. And if I have to ship things, it's not the end of the world. I just don't really have like a ton of money, so it's not really like ideally what I'd like to do, but I am willing to part with some things. Like, I don't know why. I think it's because they're always just sitting here, but the Mistborn books maybe are ones I could be rid of just because I like the US editions better. I just wish that they were cheap, but I could probably find some secondhand copies. I just would want them to have that like the pretty covers. Anyway, I swear I've talked about these nonstop, but it's because they're right there. I do really want to read the third one though. That's besides the point. I might do a little time lapse of me packing. Who knows? I am gonna tackle pictures first. I have to do my like film photo wall, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll check back in. I might listen to more of The 7 Year Slip while I do it. I actually am liking it again. This book is like a roller coaster for me. So like the thing that I was saying that changed, I won't say what it is. To be fair, you know how I was saying how I could predict everything. Like I knew that this was going to be a part of the story, but I kind of forgot about it a little bit. And it is an interesting dynamic. Like, it's not exactly like I don't know where things are going, but it is one of those where the journey could be interesting. And honestly, in the last couple chapters, there's been a break from the cheesiness. So it's like a bit more like it was at the start when I was feeling good about it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably end up finishing today because I'm like 55% in or something like that. And yesterday, I think I was like 10% in at the beginning of the day, and I didn't even listen for too long. I'm gonna probably try to do like sprints on my laptop so I can take like little breaks throughout, but I'm gonna be packing. Wish me luck. I'm just editing right now, and I don't know what happened, but I have lost like a whole day and a half's worth of footage. I'm gonna tell you what happened in those days because it feels disjointed to watch. So basically, on that day, the Saturday, the last clip you saw was me on my way to work. Also, sorry, my hands are really shaky, as always. So I had work that night, and then I had my last shift the next day, and I don't even know, maybe I didn't film at all on Sunday. I had my last shift starting in the morning, and then I stayed at the pub I worked at after and got drinks with my coworkers. And then a bunch of like our coworkers that weren't on the shift and like their friends that I also knew like came, and we had like a massive like thing for me leaving, which was so nice. Like we just all kind of like went on a night out, and there was like 30 people there. Like it was so sweet, and I didn't know how many people were gonna turn up. Like I didn't really know that more people were gonna be coming for it, so I was really touched. So when you're seeing this next clip, it's me on the day after that, which is Monday, and then I had to leave Tuesday. So just wanted to provide some context. Sorry I lost the footage if there was any. Don't know what happened to it, but yeah. Hi. It is like 1 a.m. I'm back again with my sorbet. Oh, it's so good. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done tonight, but I'm so tired. Like, I really just do need to rest. Like, my throat is really sore and I'm not feeling very well. So yeah, my body's just a bit worn out and I haven't even been traveling yet. And give myself a little bit of a break and just finish everything up tomorrow in terms of packing and cleaning. To be fair, like I do have one of my suitcases packed. Everything else is mostly packed. It's just the things I have to do are like deep cleaning the fridge, the microwave, and the oven. And then like wiping down the drawers in my wardrobe, the counters, and like this desk. But yeah, it's really weird to think that I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow. I just don't I like feel some sort of like vague sadness about it. It doesn't feel real enough for me to feel much about it. I had a lovely time at my little lunch. I only read like 10 pages or so of the picture of Dorian Gray because the chapter I just read is like really dense. It's all these big descriptions of like what Dorian likes to do and like his little hobbies and stuff, and it's good, but I'm just like, it was so hard for me to concentrate, especially as someone that kind of needs like silence or white noise when I'm reading. There were these people sat next to me like having a conversation and I was like, oh, stop it. So yeah, I didn't read a lot at lunch, but I had this falafel wrap and it was so good. And then I just got like a frozen pizza for dinner because I knew I probably didn't want to go back out because I've been tired. So I basically like ate lunch, called my sister, and then took a nap. And then I was up at like, I don't know, maybe 6 or something. Did a bunch of cleaning and throwing stuff away, like cleaned out most of my food and stuff like that. Sorry, I feel really like I'm being boring, but I'm just really tired. Yes, I finished the 7-year slip. I don't know what I'll rate it. Probably like a 3. There's no tension. There's no sense of surprise. The third act breakup made sense, I guess. So there's that. And it was cute. Overall, it was cute towards the end. It's just like, I don't even know what happened. Like, why was there that section that was so cheesy and awful? I mean, to be fair, it was a bit cheesy towards the end as well. I don't know. There was a really cute author's note at the end, though, that talks about how Is it the worst thing I've read? No. Is it cute? Yeah. Would I ever read it again? No. No, I wouldn't. So yeah, that's that. I just started on audiobook Anne of the Island. This is the 3rd Anne of Green Gables book, and I'm rereading the series because I loved it so much. I actually think in the past I've only gotten to this one, or maybe the next one, but I just can't even remember the name of the next one. I'm like 8% into the audiobook. This one is so good. I mean, I will tell you about the plot because I don't think you can really spoil Anne of Green Gables. It's been out for ages. And also, like, it's coming of age, but it feels very like slice of life-y sometimes. The last book ended with Diana, Anne's best friend, getting engaged and Anne finding out that she was going to go to uni off of Prince Edward Island, which is like where she lives in Canada. So she's going to this uni with Gilbert, her crush, although she's only now starting to like get actual feelings for him, whereas he's been pining after her for years. I love him. I mean, he was like maybe my first childhood crush on like a celebrity, and then it was like this version of him in the show. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say my first. I think my first childhood crush was Go Diego Go. Like Dora's cousin. That was that was my first crush. Simpler days. Anyway, she's going, Gilbert's going, and so is this guy Charlie Sloane. That like also has a thing for Anne, but Anne would never marry him because he's boring. I love Ella Montgomery's writing. Like, I forget what it was, but like there's this party for Anne and Gilbert and Charlie because they're leaving, and Anne is like trying to make Gilbert jealous or something. She's talking to Charlie Sloane, and the narrator is like, he didn't say one interesting thing the whole time they were talking, not even by accident. Like, that is so rough. It's so rough. But I love these books so much. It just like puts such a little smile on my face. And whoever's narrating this one, it's different from the narrator for the last book I read, Anne of the Island, the second book of the series, even though it's the same publisher, but she does like this little voice for the kids and for the boys and stuff. And I think I like it. At first it took me by surprise. So Anne is feeling like happy and sad, and she's at like a bit of a crossroads, and she's leaving home. And it is very fitting that Sorry, it is kind of hitting me. Yeah, it's just kind of fitting that I'm leaving tomorrow and I'm reading this. I didn't think I'd be crying till later. Yeah, that just kind of hit me out of nowhere. I will probably go now. I'm gonna eat some more of this. I am gonna maybe call my mom at this point, and then I'm gonna try to read some more of the Picture of Dorian Gray before I go to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Tomorrow, my coach doesn't leave until 6 p.m. I'm getting coffee with 2 friends. They're like the last friends I really needed to see before I left, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow on my last day in Bristol. So unfortunately, it is almost an hour later. It's almost 2 a.m. I was actually about to brush my teeth and go to bed now, and excuse me, I basically can't be asked to switch the camera, but like this is all like bleach that I've put on. Why is it not doing what I wanted to do? Oh my god, I don't even know if you can see that. I'm filming in fucking selfie mode. I found a ton of little tiny fucking spiders all over, like climbing into my sink and like trash can and like weaving fucking webs. I cannot wait to move out tomorrow now, just because I swear to God, I feel like a spider had some babies in my house or something. And thank God I'm only finding it now on my last night. I feel like they've only existed today. Like they're tiny, but they still freak me out so much. I'm not gonna brush my teeth. I'm not going near there. And that's because I care more about safety than my hygiene. Good night. Hi, I am all sweaty.
The next day.
This is the last time you guys are gonna see me in this angle. I think I have to leave in about an hour and a half. Wow, the room sounds loud. Today's been a little bit of a mess, especially Virgin Media. You know what? I'm not gonna rant about it now because I do have some cleaning to do. Still, they pissed me off. I left it too late, so to be fair, that's on me to get rid of my Wi-Fi box. But you can't just like cancel it on their website. Like you have to chat to someone on a little chat box thing, and I'll explain it later. But basically, I couldn't send it off, so now I have to pay for the box, and I've just thrown it away. Like I don't have time, and I should have sorted it sooner, but I've just been stressed and busy, and there's been a million things I have to do. It's too late now. I thought I'd check in before I left, even though I'm in a bit of a rush, to run through the books that I am donating. Well, my maybe ones. There's the ones that you guys knew for sure that I was donating, and these ones, it's sad, but like I have to get rid of them. I'm gonna run these to a charity shop before I go. I'm gonna make time for that. First thing is actually the saddest one, and it's the Miss One books. Oh, I have the third one just over there. I couldn't fit these. They're big, they're heavy, and I like the other covers better anyway. So I guess it's not like too sad. Still kind of sad though. The next one I think we all saw coming, The Burning God. I can't be fucked to finish it. I'm not going to. I don't want it. I don't like it. It's gone. This one actually makes me a bit sad because I felt like I could have kept Cranford, except there is mold on the pages. So this one's actually going in the bin, unfortunately. Womp. Next we have To the Lighthouse. I just don't think I'll get around to reading this anytime soon, and I don't feel like I need to own it. This one is also sad, Middlemarch, but again, it's a classic. Like I can get a copy anywhere. I do love the book though. The True Memoirs of Little Kay. This one I am still intrigued by, but it's heavy for one thing. It's like heavier than it looks, and I'm never thinking about reading it unless I go through my shelves. The Fifth Season. This one also makes me sad because this is practically brand new, but it's just not the same size as the other ones I had. So I figured I could donate this one and then get the rest in the same, and then get it again in the same size as the other two. This is a controversial pick, but I didn't love it enough to want to keep it, and I still haven't finished it. I'm gonna leave my tags in. I don't really have time to take them off, and I do have a bunch of little notes and stuff written in there. Hopefully someone's gonna love that. And finally, The Fraud. This one's also sad. Like these ones that I'm going through now were all made, most of them were like a really hard decision, except for The Burning God. This one I didn't have space for. I was intrigued when I started reading it, but it was still low on my list, and I absolutely have no space left for anything. So yeah, oh my god, I did so well. I've only been talking to you for like 4 minutes. I probably won't speak to you until we get to my hotel room tonight. I'll probably do some b-roll or something. Wish me luck with the rest of cleaning and calling an Uber, because now I no longer have Wi-Fi, and hopefully I won't have to walk anywhere before I call an Uber. This is goodbye. Goodbye. It looks so empty. I'm so out of breath. Oh. Ta-ta. I'm in the hotel. I am so tired. I'm feeling so sick. Oh, sorry. Here, let me see if I can figure this out. I want to eat, so I'm gonna eat. Oh, it's been already rough, and I know that tomorrow is also going to be more rough because I can barely even move my big suitcase and my duffel bag. I've been putting the duffel bag like on top. For my dinner, I got a Coke and vegetarian sausage and mash. I don't do room service, so at first I was actually really annoyed because I was so tired. But she wrapped it up so I could take it up here. To be fair, it smells really good. It just doesn't look super appetizing. Maybe I'll show you. Ta-da! Sorry, I'm kind of a mess. I need to start eating. I'm so hungry. At first, I started a book on my Kindle. I have Any Man by Amber Tamblyn, which I actually didn't really have time to read, but I accidentally clicked accept on my Libby hold. So here we are. Oh, you know what? This seems like it's gonna be kind of fab. Oh, the gravy's good. Yeah, this was a good choice. I've been trying to eat veggie ever since I read A Certain Hunger. It's not the fact that she eats people in that book, it's the fact that she goes to a cow farm. I can't. I was vegetarian for 2 years, and I'm thinking I might have to go back to that lifestyle because it just was not nice to read about. Can you tell I'm all over the place? I am actually kind of a mess. I doubt that I'll vlog very much tomorrow, just because I'm so tired. Like I said before, feeling ill, and like I'm just gonna be traveling all day tomorrow. My journey is actually kind of hellish. Basically, I'm getting, wait. You know what? For like a budget hotel, this is not bad, and it kind of hits the spot. I was really hungry, and it's hearty and warm. I'm gonna give my dinner a 6 out of 10. Anyway, I don't even know. I had coffee with my 2 friends earlier today. Home now. It's actually been a couple days. I've just needed to get settled in. I had actually the craziest travel day ever. It was horrible. I won't talk about it for too long. Also, sorry about my pimple patches. My flight to Boston was delayed 6 hours. What happened was we got on the plane, we took off. We were in the air for about an hour, and then they came on the loudspeaker saying, hey guys, we have some not so great news. There's problems with the engine. We had to turn right back around and go back to Heathrow. Obviously, I was happy to do it. Like, it's a safety thing. But then we were sat on the tarmac for 4 hours while they fixed the plane. And then we finally took off 6 hours late, which meant I missed my connecting flight. Luckily, they just put me on a new one right away, but it was just kind of, wow. I was up for 30 hours straight. So yeah, the good news is I got a lot of reading done. I read a lot on the plane from Boston to LA. I did end up finishing The Picture of Dorian Gray. I gave this, I think, 4.75 stars. I love this. It's so good. I mean, you always hear people saying how good The Picture of Dorian Gray is, but to read it, it's a whole new thing. I'm actually gonna go back like the nerd I am and read like the introduction and the appendices and stuff like that because I want to know more about this book when it was published. It led to some sort of like investigation against Oscar Wilde about him being gay. And this book is so gay, but it could have been more gay because it actually was more gay. And then he edited it in 1891 and made it more subtly gay or just less gay. So I would have loved to read the 1890 version, although all the notes kind of showed exactly what he changed anyway, so I guess it wouldn't have been that different. I loved this. Highly recommend if you're looking for a classic. I wouldn't say it's too hard to read. I would say don't read it if you don't like very flowery, like purple prose, but otherwise very good. I loved it. Over the course of that whole travel day, I did end up starting and finishing Any Man by Amber Tamblyn. This book, it's kind of hard to know how to talk about. Basically, it's about a serial female R-worder. It follows her victims over the course of a long span of time. It is triggering, it's heartbreaking, it's really hard to read, and it made me sob like a baby on the plane. I would say please only go into this book if you feel like you're ready. If at any point you're reading it and you don't feel like you're ready or you don't feel good about what you're reading, please stop. It's very intense. It was really hard for me to read. I'm kind of surprised I read it all that day. I set it down for like a couple hours at a time. There's so much to discuss in this book. Like this would be, I mean, I hesitate to say it's like a good book club read because it's really hard to read, and I feel like you have to be in a really specific mindset to read this book. If you know people that have read it or are reading it or something, I think it's a really good book for discussion. It's a book I want to own because I was underlining so many things on my Kindle. Really good. I forget what I rated it. I really loved it, but it's definitely one that I wouldn't reread lightly. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The writing is beautiful. Everything is really well executed. The message is phenomenal. Like I hesitate to say that I recommend it, but it is a very good book, and I think a book that will stay with me for a long time, even though I read it over such a short period. Finally, towards the very end of my journey, I started The Priory of the Orange Tree. Obviously, this is the massive book I brought with me in my suitcase, and I am really liking it so far. I've heard like mixed reviews on this book, so I wasn't sure what I would think, but I'm really liking it. I think on the plane, I only really got like maybe 20 pages in, so I won't talk too much about it. Standalone fantasy in a very like high fantasy world, which is so nostalgic to me. Like I think this is the kind of high fantasy read I've been really wanting, and it has dragons and lesbians. I have not encountered the lesbians yet, but I know that they're gonna be there, and I can't wait. So yeah, so far really liking this. It's very nostalgic, a bit steep in terms of like a learning curve, but I don't really mind that with fantasy books, especially a standalone one, and hopefully I really like it and I will read the prequel because I hear mixed reactions about this book. I think with any popular book that's what you get, but so far I'm really liking it. As of today, I am 65 pages in, and then since I've been back, I'll just give you some little updates. I went to Barnes & Noble. I really missed it there. Oh my gosh, no, this is so you know how I got rid of the Mistborn books? I like the US covers better, and I was afraid that this would happen because I had a feeling that I had seen those covers in the US and I didn't like the books for a specific reason. And that reason is the books don't feel good. They feel a little bit cheap and they're really large. So they're thinner and longer than the UK editions. I would say the same for the Game of Thrones books. If you go to Barnes & Noble and look at the paperbacks of those, they're really long and thin and floppy, and I love a floppy book, but something about it makes them feel cheap, and that's the same feeling I got with the US editions of Mistborn. So I'm gonna buy the UK editions again. Honestly, it's fine. Like there's no way I could have gotten them over with me in the first place. Sorry, I keep itching. I have a bunch of bug bites on my legs. I need to stop itching. Okay, stop. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. So Pango Books, I'm excited to be using Pango Books again, actually. I'll probably put my link down below because I am gonna be selling, maybe not too many, but like a couple books that I own that I realized I still have back here that I don't really need. Oh my god, I'm so itchy. I went to Barnes & Noble with my brother yesterday and I got 3 books. This one I've already read before. It's A Treacherous Curse by Diana Raybourn. Is this the third one? This is the third Veronica Speed book, and I think maybe I donated it in this video, the one I had in the UK. But yeah, I'm gonna reread these and like annotate them and stuff. I just wanted to have them all have the same covers. So I'm glad I got that. And then I got the next 2 volumes of Yona of the Dawn. I got volume 33 and 34. Look at these covers, they're so cute. I have been loving Yona of the Dawn. I am doing a whole long vlog where I read all 44 volumes that have been released so far. Obviously, I'm quite far through. I'm on volume 33, but it's been in the works for a long time. And I have never been like this with a manga series where I'm just now wanting to own them all. That's how they get you, isn't it? But now that I own these 2, I can't just be owning 33 and 34. Like, I have to own at least 1 through 32 as well. So I'm gonna also be getting these on like discount sites. But yeah, hopefully gonna read these in the next couple days. But I am gonna close the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm back in California now. I have been sick and mostly just like sleeping since I've been back. And I'm excited to have more time to do YouTube. Thank you guys for watching this vlog. If you liked it, you know, give it a like. If you want, leave a comment. Leave the plane emoji because this is my moving vlog if you watched up to this point. Also, let me know if you've read any of the books I read in this video, or if you want me to read anything, or any thoughts you have. I would love to hear them. Subscribe if you would like to do that. And I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye.